This is going to be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising shadow work message. It will be for December 2024 through January and February of 2025. That being said, only take it as it fits. If it fits, don't try to force anything and flip any roles as you might need to. Also remember that this energy could be something you've already experienced in the recent past, and it could also be something that does not come up for you until the near future. All right, what do you have for Capricorn shadow work, please? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. December 2024 through January and February 2025, please. Rejection, number 13. How teachable are you, number 9. Ooh, okay. I feel like this is something to do with like knowing your worth, realizing your value. I feel like there's something that's missing, or it felt like it was missing here. I feel like it was a matter of teaching you something, however, right? But I feel like maybe you don't see it that way, right? Maybe you don't realize where the blessing is, I want to say. Tell me more here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Shadow work for Capricorn, December 2024 through January and February 2025. Victim consciousness, number 12. Yeah, I feel like this is like not realizing the value in something. This is not realizing the beauty, like what it means when things fall apart, what it means when things don't come together. The way that you feel, the way that you see, you know, the way that you think that they should come together. I feel like there's something to do with having control over the way things go, the way things play out, and not being able to see the good in it when it doesn't go the way that you want it to go. So I feel like in that sense, there's a little bit of ego at play. Procrastination, number 8. So are you putting something off? Unleash your creativity. I feel like maybe you're shut down to... It's like you're shut down to doing things differently. You're shut down to doing something else. You're stuck on something that didn't come together. Tell me more here for Capricorn shadow work, Sun, Moon, and Rising, December 2024 through January and February 2025 for Capricorn, please. Bride in a cage, number 21. I feel like there's an energy of self-sabotage. The victim consciousness is this bride in a cage. Victim mentality is self-sabotage. So I feel like there's a refusal to want to do things differently. There's a refusal to want to accept something for what it is, as it is. I feel like some are not being honest with themselves here. Naked before the stars, number 18. I feel like there's a lack of vulnerability. There's a lack of honesty about where you're holding yourself back, about where you're self-sabotaging. Give me for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Shadow work for Capricorn, December 2024, as well as January and February 2025, please. The temple of my body. Ooh, I feel like there's an energy of self-protection, not wanting to accept something, not wanting to see something for what it is. I feel like this is you. There's a lack of self-honor because of that, right? It's like you may feel like you're protecting yourself, you're doing the right thing by yourself. But I feel like in reality, that's not the case here. This is you not wanting to accept something. This is you not wanting to honor yourself when it comes to accepting something for what it is. Naked before the stars again, number 18. There's a lack of openness. There's a lack of willingness. Tell me about the rejection for Capricorn shadow work, December 2024 through January and February 2025. Please tell me about the rejection. 7 of Wands. I feel like you're fighting. It's like you're fighting the universe for the way that you feel something should go, for the way that you feel something should be. It's like fighting off this rejection. It's fighting off the reality of what is, because there's a lack of acceptance about the reality of the way things really are. On the bottom is the King of Wands. Yeah, I literally feel like this is a matter of pride. It's a matter of ego. Give me more here. Tell me more about the rejection. Why is the rejection here for Capricorn's shadow work? December 2024 through January and February of 2025, please. Ace of Swords. I feel like you just don't want to accept the truth. There's something that's hard to accept. The truth is hard to accept. The truth is hard to acknowledge, confront. It's avoiding. It's self-sabotage, though. This avoidance. There's some truth you're unwilling to accept about something in your life. King of Wands again. I really feel like this is like something that hasn't played out the way that you want it to play out. Tell me more about the victim consciousness here for Capricorn's shadow work. December 2024 through January and February 2025. Death. Yeah, you're holding on to something. There is a victim mentality about the way something went down, the way something played out. It didn't play out the way you wanted it to, and I feel like you're holding on to it. I feel like you're refusing the end of something. You're refusing the way something played out, not willing to accept it for what it is. And so I feel like you kind of keep yourself stuck in this energy of limbo as a result of that. It's like replaying things over and over in your head. This victim consciousness, I feel like you're feeding the victim mentality. Strength is on the bottom. I feel like this is you letting it win. I feel like this is you letting the past keep a hold of you, letting the past keep you stuck in that place, unable to move. Tell me more about the victim consciousness for Capricorn's shadow work, December 2024 through January and February 2025. Tell me more about the victim consciousness. Four of Pentacles. You are holding on to something. I feel like there's a lot of internal conflict about letting something go. It's like you don't know how to let it go. Maybe you want to let it go, but you struggle to let it go. In reality, like in truth. Five of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of internal conflict about what it is that needs releasing when it comes to something past, something that hasn't played out the way that you wanted it to. Tell me about Bride in a Cage for Capricorn shadow work. Seven of Swords. You lie to yourself. You lie to yourself. You refuse to acknowledge the truth for what it is. You keep yourself in a state of illusion. You don't want to deal with it. It's too much to deal with. The Hermit and Judgment, I feel like it's too much to deal with. Maybe deep down you have this understanding, you do know the truth of it, but I feel like there's an unwillingness to really like face it. There's an unwillingness when it comes to really accepting it as it is. And I feel like that Judgment is speaking to the fact that something didn't play out the way that you wanted it to, or the way that you felt like it should. Tell me more about Bride in a Cage here for Capricorn's shadow work. Seven of Cups, yeah. I feel like you kind of sit in this past energy. I feel like you sit in something. I feel like the Seven of Cups is speaking to the lies you tell yourself. This is sitting in it's like what you tell yourself to make yourself feel better in the moment rather than actually like facing the truth about something. It's like wanting to see it for something better, wanting to see it for something more than it actually is. There's some truth I feel like you're unwilling to accept. There's some truth you're unwilling to face about something that didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, the way that you thought it would go or should go. Two of Swords, literally, I feel like this is you just kind of humming along, I feel like. Not wanting to face something for what it is. I feel like it's keeping you stuck in this victim mentality. Okay, give me more here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The temple of my body for Capricorn. Five of Pentacles. I feel like you keep yourself in a position of separation. You keep yourself in a position of isolation, loss, because you're not honoring the truth about something that didn't go as planned, that didn't go as you wished for it to go. I feel like you don't honor yourself. There may be some level of accountability you've yet to take. It may be a difficult position as far as taking the accountability. The Star is here in Justice. Yeah, I feel like there's a lack of healing because there's an unwillingness to deal with a particular truth. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody in a place of self-protection, but is it really protecting? Is it really doing yourself any good? I feel like there's a level of emotional neglect when it comes to yourself, but it's because there's a truth that is needing dealt with that's not being dealt with. The Moon, there's the illusion. And the Hermit is behind it. I feel like it's like wanting to run from the truth. Running from the truth. So let's get more then for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please give me more here for Capricorn. Shadow work for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. December 2024 through January and February of 2025, please. Silence and past lives. I think Sagittarius had the past lives. I feel like there was something that happened here that was meant to teach you something, and I feel like there's a lack of wanting to accept it. There's a lack of wanting to apply what it is that it was trying to teach you here. Okay, there was some sort of karma involved. But I feel like this is not really like learning the lesson when it comes to that karma, because I feel like there's an unwillingness to want to like look at the truth, see the truth for what it is. So in that sense, there is a lack of accountability and that silence. I feel like this is like knowing it, but it's also, I feel like kind of like sitting in this dream state, like this state of illusion, not wanting to like really acknowledge it as it is. So it's like there might be somewhat of an awareness, but it's like not fully accepting it. And so therefore it's not fully like being able to move out of this karmic state, out of this cycle, into this place of healing. It's like an unwillingness to evolve is what I'm getting. Rightness is here. There it is. And conditioning. So I feel like you're stuck in this place of conditioning because it's easier than whatever the truth is. Yeah, awareness. This is seeing beyond the illusion. Seeing beyond the illusion. Being willing to see beyond the illusion. What it is that you've been telling yourself all this time about something or another that I feel like didn't go the way you wanted it to, the way you intended for it to. Participation is here, the Rebel, and receptivity. I feel like you are having to break the chains, you're having to break yourself free from something, but I feel like there is a bit of an unwillingness to do so. I feel like there's a lack of participation. And I feel like it kind of keeps you in a cycle of like things not going as you want them to go, I want to say. There's something you're resistant to, is what I'm hearing. Resistant. Give me more here for Capricorn's shadow work, please. December 2024 through January and February 2025. Soul time is here, which says this asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So I feel like you are having to break some chains here, but I feel like there's a willingness that's required on your part, right, for this new reality to emerge. Coherence is here as well, number 13, which supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. So there is an energy of self-sabotage. I feel like you're holding yourself back. I feel like because you're not willing to like accept something as it is, the truth for what it is, there's a victim mentality here. And so I feel like it's keeping you from this creation of something new, something more that I feel like would bring you an energy of fulfillment and satisfaction. Empowerment is on the bottom, number 26, which supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. So you lack faith, you lack trust. It's giving up before you even get started. That's how I'm taking this. It's like you haven't even really got started yet. You're in this victim mentality from things past that didn't go as you wanted or planned. Sacral chakra number 2, which is the orange flower of life and supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. So there is an area in your life that I feel like you want to see more growth in. I feel like you lack satisfaction in. It could have to do with partnerships. So I'm seeing the 2 as a pair, right? And that Queen of Pentacles. It could be like a pairing, right? But either way, I feel like there's a dissatisfaction in life. But it starts with you. But I don't necessarily think you're realizing to the degree of which it does start with you. And I feel like there is a bit of pessimism and a lack of trust, a lack of faith that's present. Whether that's in your own ability or just in general, because I feel like something past you're hung up on that didn't go as you planned. So maybe that is like creating this pessimism for anything more in the future. Even if that's not true. Synergy number 41 supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions. There's the pairing that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So you are shut off, it feels like. It feels like this is somebody very shut off. It's self-sabotage because of that victim mentality. And an unwillingness to face the truth as far as the part you play in your own life. And you have the solar plexus behind that, which is all about that self, right? It's your sense of self, your personal power, and your willpower, and knowing who and what your contribution is to the whole. So that's what I'm saying. Give me final advice here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Shadow work for Capricorn, please. Shadow work for Capricorn. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So somebody here definitely struggles to have faith in themselves, in their situation, in the possibilities, I feel like as well. Live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. I feel like you are needing to move forward. You're needing to come out from the past here. And I feel like see the possibilities that are in front of you. Realize the possibilities that are in front of you, as well as your ability to attain and achieve what it is you want to with the expectations. Give me one more here for Capricorn. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. I feel like you'll also regret not trying, right? Like not continuing to try for whatever it is that you want in life, right? I feel like there is an energy of regret because I feel like there's this energy of self-sabotage. If this is you, like, I'm getting like a negative Nelly. It's a negative Nelly energy. And just being shut off to even trying, to even putting in the work at this point because of things past that didn't go as planned, as desired. But I feel like that's just robbing yourself more. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all you have. Just relax and trust. I feel like you're needing to embrace the possibilities. I feel like you're needing to embrace this new start. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, you know, this is being stuck in an old cycle. And I feel like there's no coming out of that old cycle until you actually like acknowledge and accept things for what they are. And then you start over. So you're needing to take notice of where the blessings are, even in the things that you feel didn't go the way you wanted them to. Alright, so this is what I have for you, Capricorn. I wish you all much love. I wish you much luck. I hope you stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.